With a good RMS system, it can send alerts and flags saying that this person you're going out to has a history of mental illness or has a history of assaulting law enforcement officers. Hello, everybody. My name is David Buchanan. I'm a senior consultant here at Avero Advisors with a background in public safety. For about 5 years of my life, I spent serving a sheriff's department here locally in Tennessee. I used some of that knowledge to leverage it for some of our public safety clients that we currently have with Avero. So today's topic is going to be covering some questions we get over an RMS system in public safety. So the first question is going to be, what is an RMS system and how does it function within a police department? An RMS system is a records management system that police departments and sheriff's departments use. Basically what that is, it is a central repository for all the data that officers can sometimes collect in the field. So it's going to house incident reports, arrest reports, any information that they get from the public. So that's also going to include names, date of birth, last known addresses, amongst other personal information that has to be stored within the system. Next question we get is, how can an RMS system streamline reporting processes for officers in the field? The way the RMS system works, if it's set up robustly, you can get information over from a CAD system, which we'll talk about a little bit later in this, but it kind of deletes those data duplicate entries. So officers are having to spend less time typing in numbers trying to get every single thing accurate because it's automatically pulled over. This ultimately saves the officers an insurmountable amount of time doing these reports. So instead of your officer sitting in a parking lot filling out an arrest report for 15 to 20 minutes, a good RMS system can make that process 5 minutes, and that's just more time out on the street keeping the public safe. So another question is, what are some of the key features of an RMS system? Some of the key features that are presented in an RMS system are going to be integrations with other systems within the department. So that's going to be your computer-aided dispatch system, your body-worn camera system. This all pulls reports that is already automatically entered in. So like we talked about a little bit earlier in our last question, delete some of those data duplicate entries. Another thing is, good RMS system can also template a report. So if it is a very common, traffic stop report that you still have to add some information in, it saves the officer some time getting the base of that down, and they can just go in there, enter in the information that they found from the stop, and move on and get back out on the street and keep the public safe. Another question we get is, how does an RMS system improve the accuracy and accessibility of police records? So the way an RMS system can help this is it offers a standardized format for everybody to enter in information. A lot of times within police departments, officers will go in, they'll spell Cadillac a different way. They'll use unknown person instead of John Doe or vice versa. And this can kind of mess up a little bit of the master name and entries that they have within police departments. Kind of makes the data a little bit dirty. A good RMS system will have rules in place as far as what you can name stuff, how you type out street names, and make sure that everything is accurate and accessible in the system. How does an RMS system integrate with public safety technologies such as the CAD system, which we've been talking about a little bit? The CAD's going to be the computer-aided dispatch. The way that process works is, if your RMS and your CAD are talking to each other, within the CAD system, your police dispatchers are already entering information as far as where's the call occurring at. They're entering in mapping locations. They're entering in information of the people they're calling. So all this information can get pulled automatically over from the computer-aided dispatch and into the RMS system. Talking a little bit more about that data duplication, which can be a prevalent issue within law enforcement if the technology is not working together. If it does, this skips those steps for those officers and makes sure that everything is accurate through and through. In what ways does an RMS contribute to officer safety in the field? RMS can house so much information, and when an officer is going out to a call, a lot of times, speaking from experience myself, you're not entirely sure who you're going to be dealing with on that call, the nature of the situation. You can only get the information that the dispatcher is giving you via the radio. With a good RMS system, it can send alerts and flags saying that this person you're going out to has a history of mental illness or has a history of assaulting law enforcement officers. The more information that an officer can get prior to going on scene makes that situation safer for the officer and also safer for the citizen that's involved in this. The more information an officer can get, better equipped they are to de-escalate the situation. How does implementing a robust RMS improve overall community safety and trust? Implementing a robust RMS is going to be important. It's going to be showing a little bit more officer visibility. So a good RMS system can pull data that can be shared with the public. It can show how many interactions are law enforcement having with the public. How are those interactions ending? Are they ending peacefully? Are the officers able to de-escalate everything? Another thing is, and we talked about this a little bit earlier, a robust RMS system is going to keep the officer efficient. So there's going to be less time spent in parking lots trying to catch up on reports. Me personally, I've worked on reports for an hour, hour and a half when I could be out on the street, protecting the public. So this is important to keep in mind because if an officer has less time behind the keyboard typing out reports, that's more time out there with the public. Those are some of the common questions that we get with RMS. I have a lot of experience in this. It's something that's near and dear to my heart. If you have any more questions that you feel we did not cover in this video, please feel free to reach out to us here at Avero Advisors. We're on all social media platforms, and also please check out our website. We're happy to hear from you.